Hello everyone, my name is Cap and welcome back to the channel. Another 7 Days to Die video. Doing all this in Alpha 18.3 on the PC just in case they change things. And today we're going to be looking at the Clear Zombies quest that you get from the traders. Now, there's a couple of things that I've been asked to test about this, and so we're going to go down there and test them out. So we accept our first job. Let's get down to where the location's at. Alright, once you have your quest and you're in the right location, one of the things that everybody, including myself, will recommend to do is before you go through and activate the quest, go into the POI, kill everything that's in there that's alive basically, and loot everything that's not nailed down. And the reason why is because you can go through and loot everything, and then when you start the quest, it restarts all the loot, so you get to loot everything twice. And I'll go through and loot a couple things just to kind of show you, in case you're new and you've never seen this before. I'm just doing this as a test, so I'm not really worried about, what particular weapon I use. I'm just using the little God gun, just to kind of get through it quickly to show you guys what it looks like. And some parts in there. Alright, so that is pretty much good to go as far as looting goes. Now, if you're really going to loot this, take apart the refrigerators, take apart all the pallets to get the cobblestone and the rocks. Get everything that you can here, because then when you come over here and you reset the quest, it replaces everything back to the way it just originally was, including all the zombies. So all the ones that are sitting around like this, you can run back over here. You can re-loot the car again. Run inside, all the food that you got is here, everything back in the stove, everything back in the sink. It replaces all the loot, so you have a chance to get everything twice. So again, that's what everybody, including myself, recommends you do before you run inside these quests. It's pretty much a given. That's the easiest thing it wants you to do. But some people have asked me, like, what else will it respawn besides just the lootable items? So that's what we're going to test out today. But before we get into that test, real quick, you got to do something incredibly important. And welcome back to the Stadium of Awesomeness, where we take a moment to show thanks to all of you wonderful people that support the channel on a monthly basis on Patreon. Start right into it over here on the Wall of Awesomeness. We have a few new names here. We have Mahala Gladman, Patricia Harris, and Ponsaurus Rex. In the second tier, Astoundingness tier, Fondue Man is still the lone individual on that tier. Thanks for sticking around, man. The Fabtabulous, we have a couple new people here. We have Witless and Kenneth Jacobson. Thank you very much. The Deep Pockets tier remains the same, but the Silver Spoon tier has grown by quite a lot. And since last time, we have Blackheart joining us, Bog Toggle, Anayosi and Sage, Simulator 5115, Slayer Pal 300, and Ethan Fishpaw. A very big thank you to all of you people. I truly do appreciate that. You are the backbone of what helps keeping the channel going and bringing in new content, helping keep new gear so that the content can improve. Truly do appreciate that. Also, if you are planning on joining in and supporting on Patreon, just know that Patreon doesn't charge until the first of every month. So if between now and the beginning of next month you decide to sign up for it, you won't be charged anything until the beginning of the next month, in which then you'll be added to the end of the videos, added to the correct Wall of Awesomeness, all that other jazz. So for everybody who's kind of curious, if you signed up now, when would you get added? It's always done at the beginning of the month. So truly heartfelt thank you once again to everybody involved, and let's get back to it. All right, we're back now. So what people wanted me to test out was what else will respawn besides just the lootable items and the zombies that you killed. So I've reset it back to the way it was beforehand. I'm going to go through and just kind of, blow up a few things that are sitting around here. Just kind of laying around, see what happens. We'll blow off the top of this. We'll just cause a little bit of general mayhem just to kind of see how much it will clear out here. We'll even blow some holes in the ground. I am using the admin tools here because this is just for testing purposes. I'm just kind of curious as to how far it will go when it comes to being able to replace the things that you've already looted, the things that you've destroyed, the POI itself. So we did a fair amount of damage here. I'm going to run back real quick. We'll restart the quest here and see how much it repairs. Alright, looks like it put everything that was back in here back in place. Again, with all the zombies, it replaced the ground back the way it was. So, we know for a fact that if you run through here and you cause a complete amount of mayhem and chaos, that it's going to respawn. And that's pretty cool, so you can do an incredible amount of damage. But what else can you do? Let's try something different. So, what would happen if you decided to stumble upon a POI that had about 200 gas barrels lined up around it, and perchance you happen to have a gun nearby, and you wanted to shoot it and see what would happen before you started the quest? Well, that's what I'm here for. we're going to test out what would happen if you blow this place to Kingdom Come, and to see if starting the quest will respawn the entire POI and the surrounding area. So, let's get ready for a little bit of a fireworks show and a little bit of lag. That was fantastic, and it didn't even really take that long. We got one tiny little piece of this building left over here, but you know what? We can't let that stay. You know, can't let it. We gotta make it fall down just like everything else. Okay, so I think we can convincingly say, you know what, just for test, we'll go ahead and get rid of a couple cactus around here, the surrounding trees, just to see how far out this will actually reset it. So I think you could say we convincingly got rid of the POI and pretty much the entire surrounding area in a very, very fun fashion. So the next thing we have to test out is whether or not it will reset it when we click the quest to start here. So let's see what happens. Check that out. Put everything back to the way it was, except for the whole outside surrounding. You can see how much of the POI it actually resets. It's got this nice little canyon that's around here from where the explosives were. So it doesn't do too much around the POI, just within just a couple blocks of it. So if you're kind of curious as to how far out things will go from the POI and actually respawn back into it, it really only just a couple blocks. But then you go back inside and you can see everything's back to the way it was. All the zombies are here, all the POIs here, all the loot is back. Everything is as it was. So, starting these fetch quests, or these clear quests, I'm sorry, and then destroying everything in the area, looting everything down to its core, and then starting the quest over will give you a chance to do double duty, basically. So, if you're going to be doing these kinds of quests, I definitely recommend you clear out everything that's there, loot everything to your little heart's content, because you're going to get double up on it. And, of course, then make sure you go back to the trader to turn it back in. This was a fun one. I kind of hoped that it was going to work this way, but I'd never really done a lot of damage. I've done a lot of looting as far as like going through and ripping out stuff, getting all the loot, starting a quest, and then doing it again for double up the loot and double up the XP, because especially in the bigger POIs, you have a lot of zombies to kill. But I've never tried to blow one all to hell, and I've never seen how far out it will reset the POI. But here's a pretty good indicator. So hopefully this was useful to you guys. If you enjoyed the video or found it entertaining or educational, do me a favor, leave a like on it down below. If you're new here, maybe consider subscribing so you don't miss out on future videos. And be sure to smash the little bell icon, you'll get notified when new videos go live. Thank you guys so much for all your support on the series and on the channel. I love you guys. You have a wonderful day, and I'll talk to you later.